It's your boy Big Business. We're here back live with What's Real Hip Hop at the Networking Music Conference. What's Real Hip Hop / what happened? What happened with the love? This is for the love of hip hop. That's what this conference is all about. And the topic we're going to discuss today is brotherly love. I got my brothers here on the right and the left. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Thank you for coming out, guys. I really appreciate it. And we're going to talk about this thing. What happened to brotherly love? Can we love one another? And what does that look like in this industry? Do I truly love or show love to my brother? This episode on What's Real Hip Hop. Okay, we're going to start to my far right with my brother right here, DJ, and I'm introducing you. You got to stop and say, no, that's I'm supposed to do that. I got my energy up because I love this topic right now. So you tell them what you do. You tell them what you do. I was about to introduce you.
All right. My name is Brian Johnson. I go by the name of DJ Brian B, originally from Castle Hill, Bronx, New York. I've been DJing since about '84. What I like to say is I'm not the best DJ, but I'm the best at what I do. Right? So I come from an era of when hip hop began up in Castle Hill, and I had the experience of going to the park jams, and that's what led me into DJing. And so that's what I've been doing all of my life, basically.
Yo, it's your boy Shizzle, host of the Shizzle Show. That's what's up. I'm here supporting my man, and we getting it in. You know what I mean? That's what's up.
No doubt, no doubt. So we're gonna hop into the topic just straight, no edit. Brotherly love. What I think about is, and I had to think about this, because these stereotypes of showing support, making you think, okay, well, how does brotherly love look when it comes to, music, but not just music, in life. A lot of people, like you said, you've been doing this your whole life. You had to develop some partnerships with people and relationships with people that, you developed a love relationship because you wouldn't keep them around you if they were bringing you down. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard to find. So we need to actually establish that more. And I think it comes down to these three things. And I'll let y'all kind of jump in on this as well. I think it comes down to pretty much opportunity, options, and a sense of, what do you owe? Do you owe anything? Now, I'll let either one of y'all hop in on that one.
I think it mainly stems from the moment that you show praise or love towards another man. It's automatically, you must be a soft dude, right? Or he a punk.
Right.
And I don't know where this mentality came from, but when I was growing up, you had another guy looking out for you, right? So you had Mr. So-and-so that come to you, be like, hey.
Yeah, from the neighborhood fathers, or your uncle, you know what I'm saying? Keep you right.
Boy, what are you doing? Your mom, if your mother saw you doing that,
right.
He'll correct you, right? And then you have that respect for him, like, you know what, you're right. But now, if that same dude nowadays was to say something to that kid, now that kid is mouthing off to him, or better yet, either he's getting shot or he's getting beat up for correcting.
Right. Almost like you were disrespecting me because you don't understand where I'm coming from, so I'm gonna show you disrespect because I don't understand where you're coming from.
Exactly, and I don't understand where that disconnect is coming from.
Right.
He's correcting you out of love.
Right.
But then for some reason that kid is feeling like he's being disrespected.
If you don't have a relationship of love in the home, you're gonna go to outside places to try to figure out what is the best thing to do or what the popular thing is to do. You're in a situation where with your show, you have the opportunity to influence, thousands of listeners. So how do you juggle the balance of being true to your audience and then, coming with that perspective of actually showing love and reflecting that in how you treat your guests? Because I've been on your show, and that's one of those things. I felt love as soon as I came in the building, and a lot of people who are in the community, not just hip hop community, they still do business with you. They'll attend events because of that connection, specifically that brotherly connection, by inviting you on the show. So what is some of the things that you have to share on in reference to that?
For me, man, it's just being an authentic brother, man. You know what I mean? Just being real and being cool. I'm not with that ego, you know what I mean? I'm not with all that extra. Yeah. I'm just a real individual. And, you know, regardless of how, I guess you would say the social media or whatever, how they perceive you, how they project you, how then the people get that perception of you, whatever, when you go and meet me in real life, I'm just a real dude, you know what I mean? I go through things like everybody else. I just happen to be Shizzle and doing this, which is a blessing, the Shizzle Show, and what God allowed, you know, to come into fruition for me. That's about it. Really, when that real, just being a real dude, man. And I'm not with all that extra shit. There's a lot of stuff of today that people are about that I'm not with it. And I'm just not with that. And how I carry myself and how I am. You know, real brothers are able to move however and move wherever. So
right.
That's just how I do it, you know.
And I want to touch into something because, you know, we try to bring unity, but also bring knowledge as far as, you know, the trends of what is kind of, you know, hurting hip hop. You know, this event is for the love of hip hop, so you got to talk about what's hurting hip hop, so hip hop can heal. You know, here in Tampa, there's a lot of different artists doing different things, a lot of different cliques doing different things. Some are working together, and that's a beautiful thing. Some may have the appearance of working together because they attend your event, but it may be what I call pulse checking, seeing if you're hot or not, you know, to get you to be a part of their movement to perform at their show.
First of all, the hating, right. There's no need for any, like, the hating's not gonna get you anywhere, first and foremost. And like, if you move as a creator, there's always room for creation. You know what I mean? There's always room for awesome creation. And there's no need to see the competitive side of things because you're a creator. So, like, there's no need for all the competition. And the next man in your city is not your competition. The competition, if you see anything, should be the industry. And even you, like I said, speaking as a creator, you shouldn't even see them as a competitor. It should be seeing them as, this is something I need to step my game up to so I can step forth and perform how I need to perform, bring forth what I need to bring forth. You know what I mean? So, like, if you move as a creator, that crushes all that hatred. There's no need for that. The man down the street or the artist over here or the artist over there, that's not even close to your competition. There's 8 billion people in the world. You need to think outside the box and move throughout, man. You know what I mean? These cats are too single-minded. They're trying to stay in the same shit. They trying to just, like, the next man is not your competition. I don't know. It's mentalities. A lot of fellas need to change their mentalities in the way they think.
And then to compound on that, like, when's the last time you ever heard of Earth, Wind, and Fire saying something about the Gap Band? You
exactly. We was just talking about that, bro. Yeah. We was just talking about, when have you seen Burger King hate on McDonald's? Or Nike hate on Reebok? Brands don't do that, man. Brands don't do that. And that's one thing you should be trying to do, is to establish yourself and build your brand.
For me, it's the competitiveness and money. And the competitiveness of it changed dramatically. Like, it was one thing to think, okay, yeah, you know, I'm the best. Right. You know? Mm-hmm. Everyone should always think that they're the best at something. Right. That's no problem. Mm-hmm. Right? But then now it's like you got a cat coming out, and then it's like automatically you want to battle him. Mm-hmm. Right? And and that's okay. If you just battling over lyricism, then by all means have
battle cats don't really make that much money, so I mean, people don't really want to see and pay for a lot of that when it comes to going to shows. Most of the times, those are in places that are dark.
But it's like, well, what are you battling for? Like, at the end of the day, what are you battling for? Right. You know, you don't have no R&B cat talking about, oh, I sing better than so and so.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, you don't see country singers saying, "Hey, I sing better than so and so."
No.
So why is it always a huge competitive when it comes to hip hop? Why can't you just embrace the other cat that's also doing what you're doing?
Right. And that ties me into think about where things were and where we are now. I mean, people used to celebrate the remix. And people used to celebrate the remix because they got all them cats that they were touring with. And all those cats from the community that they knew, and each one of them got a verse. And it was so much love and energy in that, and it propelled them to greater heights. Where did that go? I can't remember the last time recently, in the past 4 or 5 years that I've heard one of those remixes that was like, man, and it was all brothers doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and there's so many ones that come to mind. Biggie Give Me One More Chance, the remix, and there's always a strength in that because I think the message was, hey, I got a hit. And I want y'all to hear this. I got a hit, but I want to include my brothers in on this hit because I know whatever I drop is going to be doper when I do the remix with them.
Right.
That's what love that's what love is. I'm not going to just do this for me. I'm going to go get my brother. I'm going to go get my brother and we going to hop on this thing and we going to just murder this track. And the people going to love it because he brings something that I don't have. He brings something that I don't have. And I know together we can do much more than the hit song that I already made and it's an established hit.
Right. And then also we shouldn't be seeing them all together when it's just time to go tour.
Right. Relationship.
Like, how is it that you loving this cat, and, you like what he do,
right?
But yet you ain't making no steps to do something with him.
Right.
But until it's tour time, now you want to include him in the tour.
Yeah, looking for the best option.
What was you doing before the tour? If you so called, I'm supporting him. Well, what was y'all doing before the tour?
Right. I'm gonna give them an opportunity to say their final words.
If you truly love hip hop, then support the hip hop. Okay? For you artists out there, be yourself. If you have a lane that you do, go ahead and pursue that lane. Don't let nobody dictate what you should do. There was a time when hip hop had different forms of hip hop.
Yeah, later.
Now it's all about what's hot. No. Do what you love to do. Don't let nobody change it. And do your thing.
Yeah, keep it moving. Just keep it moving, man. Stay focused on what you're trying to do. Set your goals. Just keep it moving.
And keep it moving. I know where he's coming from because I know him. Keep it moving in a positive direction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Focus like that tunnel vision. So you can manifest some things can come into fruition for you.
No doubt. So appreciate you brothers coming through and kind of talking about things that are kind of getting in the way of the hip hop progress and things that are missing that were once there. You need to bring it back. Again, Tampa, we need to show love to one another and do songs and collaborate and then hire people who have those skills and not just outsource them to somebody who you haven't formed a relationship with, because relationship is really what love is all about. And everybody who I talk to and the people who are on this panel and different panels, I try to form a relationship with them. So it starts with relationship and it doesn't start with dollar signs or an agenda. So I appreciate you brothers, and that is what's up on this real hip hop thing.